But we had number 2 seeds, the highest standing seeds that didn't get a bye. That was Buffalo and Philadelphia. Would they be able to hold serve? And we had rookie quarterbacks on the road where they never win. They never win, but you figured that they would have a good showing, especially the rookie who went last today.
Last shall be first on this show. All right, so we're talking about Jayden Daniels, Washington Commanders, masters of wins late, but a hot team down the stretch. Yeah. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home in the new sombrero, a nail-biter with a big finish at the end. And here we go from Tampa. One of the few places you get a suntan in this opening round. Jayden Daniels, Baker Mayfield. You knew that this would be who had the ball last. Although offense took a while to get going. Terry McLaurin from Daniels. This was a rough thing for the Bucs to defend the whole night.
I started thinking about Willie Mays when I saw that catch there.
Wow, 4th and 2. They go for it a lot on 4th down to Dan Quinn. Daniels to Austin Eckler. They were, if not the best team, one of the best teams on 4th down all year. Didn't work out that time, and the Bucs now have it. Turnover on down, second quarter. But now Daniels has it. Hit hard by Zion McCollum, but he jumps up.
Yeah, I thought this was a good hit. Boom. He was right on the edge of the field when he started.
Next play, 4th and 1. Eckler will pick up the first down. 4th and very short, so they're 1 for 2 at this point. And Daniels. Jayden has time here. To De'Ami Brown. Back of the end. 17 plays, 92 yards, 7-3. Commander.
Back-breaking drive there, Boom.
The Bucs took really almost the whole half to get going, but then it was this run by Baker on 3rd and 9, 18 yards, bowling over defenders.
Very similar run against the New Orleans Saints last week. Baker got the crowd going and got his team in the game.
Bucs trying to get points before the half, 37 seconds to go. Oh, yeah, he finds Mike Evans. What a shot down the slant several times, 20 yards. 1st and goal from the 1. Mayfield with just seconds to go to Evans. He and Lattimore had quite a battle the whole game.
We've seen this for a long time, even when Lattimore was back with the Saints.
Yep, 10-10 at the half. Early 3rd. Jayden Daniels, I'm going to throw, and I'm going to do it to Brown, and he's going to pull for 30 yards. Boy, they just on 3rd and 4th down kept coming. Very next play, little swing to Brown. He runs for 24 yards. All the way down to the 3. The Commanders moving. 3rd and goal from the 4. Jayden. Shotgun. Oh, beautiful play by Jamel Dean, one of the veteran Bucs who have Super Bowl rings. Field goal, Washington. They lead 13-10. Mayfield to Evans. 18 yards a spin. Bucs now on the move. Later in the drive, mid-3rd. Mayfield rolling. Tampa Bay, Bucky Irving. Touchdown Tampa Bay, 17-13 they lead. Just over a minute left in the 3rd. Here comes Washington. Daniels to Zach Ertz, who Ertz the Tampa Bay Bucs with a first down here for 14 yards. Like you say, it writes itself. Beginning of the 4th, Commanders Dan Quinn. And still 3rd and 10, they have the ball. Daniels, end zone. Uh-oh. McCollum called for pass interference, and
Yeah, that was a good call.
And now 4th and goal. They're going to go again, eschewing the field goal. At some point, you thought it might hurt them, Booger.
But this is how they play, Boom. Dan Quinn goes for it all the time.
Yep, Commanders turn it over on downs. Mayfield, but it looked like a simple play, a handoff to McMillan. Fumble, Bobby Wagner falls on it.
It was supposed to be a jet sweep. Baker, bad ball handling to McMillan. Fumble, Bobby Wagner, Johnny on the spot.
Yeah, he's around the ball still at this stage of a Hall of Fame career, and now the Bucs had stopped him at a goal line stand, but they couldn't stop him again. 4th and 2. There's the touchdown on 4th down to McLaurin. 20-17. Commanders. Under 8 to go in the game. Mayfield, Cade Otton. Bulls forward 20 yards. Here come the Bucs. Could they score and go ahead by 4? Well, let's see. Uh-oh. That one didn't quite work. Hands it to Irving. They lose 2. Todd Bowles says, what are we doing on these handoffs?
The center was wrong, Boom. 10 guys were right. The center snapped it early. Everybody else was right.
So on 3rd down, that was the play. They had to settle for a field goal. It's 20-20. 4:41 to go in the game. Now we're at the 2-minute warning. Daniels to Eckler. My goodness, they're already in field goal range. Under a minute to go, 3rd and 1. Daniels
Wow, what a run. They thought they had him wrapped up, Booger.
Kalijah Kancey thought he had him in the backfield.
After the Commanders take the Zane Gonzalez, doink, but good. It was close enough that he could doink it through the uprights. My goodness gracious, there it is, doink. And just like that, Washington on the last play of regulation for Dan Quinn, who's changed it all along with his rookie quarterback and many of the veterans on Washington. So the Commanders, the 6 seed, upend the 3 seed Bucs, 23-20. Jeff Darlington with Jayden Daniels right afterwards.
Well, Jayden, the first rookie quarterback to go and win on the road in more than a decade in his first NFL postseason start. How does that feel?
It's nothing but a blessing. Can't complain, can't put words to it. I just got to credit my team and God.
What was it like? What was the experience like for you, and how did it differ from the regular season?
It was awesome. I mean, the playoffs were amped up a little bit more. Obviously, you can feel the energy, the electricity in the stadium. And, you know, it means a little bit more.
So now you've gotten one under your belt. How can that sort of shift to the next one in your experience? That man right there looks like he's happy.
Man, I mean, you got to take one game at a time, one play at a time, use the momentum. We'll see where it takes us.
What do you think about the performance of this guy on this side of the ball?
He did all right. I mean, he picked up the ball that was on the ground. Helped us out a little bit, but, he did his thing.
Congratulations on the win.
Appreciate you.
Conversions allowed combined there.
It's like you said, defensively, that's where it was. He was making some plays with his feet. We'd be in position. He out-athleted us, and they did a good job on third down, keeping it in third and short and him making plays.
I think somebody in route seemed to be it.
Well, listen, let's start with, he didn't throw the touchdown pass, but Jayden Daniels this year, Booger, 5 touchdown passes in the last 30 seconds of regulation and overtime. By the way, Marcus Mariota had one last week just to show that it wasn't only him. They get the ball with 4:41 to go, and the Bucs don't get it back. They play with no fear, starting by the quarterback and reflected by the coach who goes for it on 4th down, and it paid off with the winning touchdown.
2 things stood out. No doubt. 2 things stood out. One, the aggressiveness of Dan Quinn. The team has bought into it. He's done it all year long. They expect it. And 2, how we often hear players have it. Jayden Daniels has it, boom. I've seen it back when he was at LSU, and I see it now with the Washington Commanders. He's got it. He doesn't panic. He plays with so much poise. And when the moments are at their biggest, 4th quarter, overtime, 2-minute, he plays his best football, boom. The future's bright in Washington. They got a great quarterback.
Think of what they won 4 last year. They hadn't won 12. Now they've won 13, but since 91, which was a Super Bowl year. They hadn't won a playoff game since 2005. New coach, who's been there before with Seattle defensive coordinator, and, of course, Atlanta to the Super Bowl. New quarterback and some veterans up front who controlled the Bucs line, offensive line. Did you see that?
And to add to that, and a new owner also, boom.
Yeah, I didn't mean to
the
short
offensive,
him.
Yeah, exactly. The offensive line controlled the Bucs' defensive line. Anytime you go against the Todd Bowles team, you have to prepare for the blitz. Bowles is going to bring a lot of different pressure. And so for this offensive line to prepare and execute against the Todd Bowles defense with their rookie quarterback in that building is tough to play in at night. They were souped up, they were amped up, and to execute at the level they did was absolutely outstanding.
Well, congratulations to the Commanders. The Bucs, it was only the 1 turnover, but it was after a goal line stand. They were the only playoff team in the minus of the 14 in there. Again, that doesn't mean that Baker fumbled because of that, but it bites you at some point.
Also, the only team on the weekend to win the rushing battle but lose the game. It's one of those anomalies because how good Jayden Daniels was.
Well, that was the fun game, that's for sure. And now the big question.